You didn't stumble here. You arrived. Welcome to dark psychology, where we don't flirt with attraction. We reconstruct it, strip it of illusions, layer by layer. I'm Amelia, and today we're decoding a reality most men quietly endure and rarely understand: how to pull emotional gravity from a woman who seems immune to your presence. She doesn't glance twice. She brushes past. She looks at you like your background noise. But here's what no one told you. Apathy isn't final. In fact, indifference is the perfect starting point for something far more potent: silent influence. So, before you convince yourself that she's out of reach, wait, because the art of captivation doesn't start with her interest. It starts with your energy. And today, I'll show you how to make her curiosity wake up. You won't be chasing, you'll be drawing. You won't beg. You'll become unignorable. Let's rewrite the script of your presence, from forgettable to unforgettable. Eye contact. That term's outdated. What we're invoking here is ocular presence, the kind of gaze that slips beneath her thinking mind and lands straight into the intuitive dot. Forget looking at her. That's what everyone does. You're going to peer into her emotional left. Quite literally. Studies show the left eye connects directly to the brain's emotional hemisphere. It's where recognition meets emotional imprint. A gentle gaze into this window isn't just eye contact. It's neurological engraving. But don't stare. Don't assert. Instead, float. Let your eyes express a calm certainty, like you've seen her before in another life. And this one is simply a reintroduction. Let the message be this: I'm not here to impress. I'm here to be felt. She won't be able to articulate why, but something will linger. A sensation, a memory, a spark. That's not flirtation, that's imprinting. Most men overlook this. But scent is silent memory. It's not cologne, it's chemistry. It's an invisible fingerprint. Your scent, if chosen properly, becomes a phantom that follows her long after you've left. It in department stores, crowded elevators, and dreams want to haunt her softly. Don't just wear a fragrance. Wear an atmosphere, woody undertones, leather depths, or amber silence. Choose one that doesn't shout, but lingers. You're not spraying confidence on your neck. You're planting memory on her mind. Let's cut to the root. Attraction dies in the presence of tension that isn't yours. Anxiety, that tight grip in your chest, that voice in your head, that nervous movement in your hands. It kills your presence before you've spoken a word. But here's the shift. Before the moment arrives, ground yourself in love. That already exists. Call someone who reminds you of your inherent worth. Someone whose voice recenters your pulse. This isn't for validation. This is neural recalibration. When you walk into the space already anchored in emotional safety, her indifference loses its power over you. And paradoxically, that's the moment she begins to notice you. Forget the dinner tables. Forget coffee shops. Those aren't memories. They're routines. You don't want a date. You want a disruption, a deliberate deviation from what she expects. Take her into unexpected spaces. Abstract art galleries, where emotions do the talking. Shadow-lit jazz lounges that murmur more than they sing. Even something primal like axe throwing or dessert. stargazing. Why? Because memory binds to emotion, not logic. And when she feels something new, she attributes it to you. Not because you said the right words, but because you became the moment. That's emotional hijacking, the ethical kind. Here's a psychological cue. She never admits she notices. How you treat the invisible people, the server, the stranger who bumps into you, the man struggling to open a door. She's watching when you handle them with relaxed authority. Not arrogance, not kindness for show, but natural grace. She reads it instantly. That's social stability. It's not just attractive, it's rare, because it tells her something primal. If he can handle the world, he can hold space for me. Let's talk about the bill. Most guys use this as a performance, a declaration of value. That's weak. Real influence is invisible. Handle the check without comment. Let her leave for a moment, then it's gone. No boast, no theater. No, I got this. You're not trying to earn points. You're reinforcing a frame. I lead in silence. That's psychological seduction, because leadership, without ego, is power. And she senses it before she understands it. Asterisk, here's where most men fall into the abyss. They confuse the crescendo for the climax. The end of the night arrives, and they rush. They lunge. They try to seal the moment with a kiss like it's a prize. But you're not a prize fighter. You're a shadow dancer. Hold the moment. Delay the obvious. Let her want the touch you never give. Instead of lips, offer presence, a warm hug, a whisper in her ear. Tonight was different. That's it. Leave her in the ache. Let her imagination finish the sentence. You never spoke. You see, the kiss denied is more powerful than the kiss taken. It creates emotional echoes. That silence becomes her obsession. Attraction isn't built through hustle. It's built through resonance. The biggest shift you'll ever make isn't external. It's energetic. You're not trying to convince her. You're not trying to prove yourself. You're not running a campaign. You're calibrating your frequency. You're becoming the man who speaks without begging, stands without swaying, and exists without apologizing. Let your energy say, I am already whole. That energy.com, centered and unshaken, is more seductive than words. Because when she feels that you're not seeking her, but simply being, she leans forward. That's not magic. That's masculine gravity. Here's a brutal truth. Stagnation is spiritual decay. Women aren't pulled toward. Men who stay the same, they crave evolution, not perfection. Progress, you don't need to become wealthy overnight. You need to become disciplined. That's what she smells. That's what she tracks. Not the muscles, not the suit, but the direction. Are you moving forward? The Stoic doesn't evolve for approval. He evolves because growth is oxygen. He lifts in silence. He reads while others scroll. He reflects while others react. He sharpens while others rust. And in that silent pursuit, he becomes the man she notices without knowing why. Because transformation isn't spoken, it's felt. Stop trying to impress with clever lines. Let your stillness become the tension. Speak less. Feel more. Let the weight of your silences be heavier than your sentences. Let your presence stretch across the room like gravity, not noise. When you're comfortable in your own skin, in the pauses and the spaces between words, you project mystery, not aloofness, but anchored energy. The kind of presence that makes her ask herself, who is he really? And once that question takes root, it grows fast. Wild, the chase. It begins with her. Here's the paradox. You don't unlock a woman's attraction by stimulating her. You unlock it by calming her. You become the one man who doesn't need to conquer, but contain her worries, her defenses, her uncertainties. Be the man who listens with his eyes, not just his ears. Be the one who doesn't interrupt her softness with ego, but holds space for her essence to emerge. When she feels emotionally secure, she opens, and in that opening, the walls fall, the mask drops, the feminine awakens. Attraction. Real attraction isn't born in lust. It's born in trust. Don't give everything away. Let her wonder where you go, what you think about, why your smile hides something ancient. Drop hints. Let the unspoken linger. The most powerful men in a woman's life are the ones she never fully figures out. She doesn't remember every text. She remembers the gap between the texts. She doesn't remember every compliment. She remembers the way you looked at her and said nothing. Curiosity is the bridge between neutral and need. And when she starts leaning in, asking, probing, revisiting your Instagram, reliving your last laugh, that's when you know you're no longer chasing her attention. You are her question mark. The ultimate illusion is that you must win a woman. No, you must become the version of yourself that no woman can forget. Stop measuring your worth by her reactions. Instead, ask yourself, do I speak from truth or from tactics? Do I move from desire or from direction? Do I need her validation, or does my silence already validate itself? When you become that man, the one who doesn't need her interest, but still commands it, she feels it, not because you said it, but because you're being whispered it. Conclusion: she doesn't know you yet, but she will so. The next time you see her, the woman who didn't glance twice, who looked through you like air. Don't collapse, don't chase, don't resent. Just stand, smile, and silently tell yourself, she doesn't know me yet, but she will, because you've stopped trying to earn her. You've started becoming unforgettable. And in the game of attraction, the man who needs nothing gains everything.